Hello, visionary, and welcome to today's last minute live. I really wanted to connect with each one of you because I've been receiving emails galore in regard to this new course we have coming up starting on Monday. I have so many questions and so much feedback and so much bubbling up and so many ideas that people are sending me that I wanted to kind of lay it out for you here in a live. And I know this is last minute, so I really hope that you guys can jump on and say hi. So if you are jumping on, please let me know when you can. And if you're listening to the replay, just put in a hashtag replay. I really do want to be able to comment and connect with each one of you. So I'd love to know if you're listening, just say hi. And if you're listening to the replay, just type in hashtag replay so I can connect with you as well. Hello, welcome. Oh, good. People are starting to jump on. Hello. All right. So in this video, what I'd like to do is kind of give you guys a little bit of a heads up on the health healing codons and the new evolution of human design. So a lot of you are questioning what's going on Monday. So I kind of want to back up just a little bit and tell you guys a little bit about it, answer your questions, and kind of help you sort of understand what's going on. So I want to start with a little bit of my own personal journey for those of you guys who are new to my work or new to this experiment of human design. So for those of you who don't know, I started my journey having spiritual awakenings when I was in my 20s. And I didn't know what it was. I was an atheist and I didn't believe in God. I didn't believe in any of that. And I started having undeniable experiences with the divine source. I was having awarenesses, I was having insights, I was having all these revelatory experiences, and I started reading and I started trying to understand what was happening to me. And I started trying to kind of, explore. And so I was a seeker and I started seeking spiritual teachers and I started trying to understand what was going on. So I went on a journey all over the world with shamanic and spiritual teachers. I went to Egypt, Israel. I went to Peru, Machu Picchu. I did the whole journey of the Teotihuacan in Mexico. I was all over Europe. I was seeking knowledge, information, and what they call learning about power. That's what the shamans teach you, is how to learn about power. And so I was really deeply into these spiritual awakenings. And so I had a lot of incredible insights and I learned a lot. Flash forward to my 40s or my 30s, and my 30s by my 40s I kind of started working for a corporate, but I had a lot of trouble making money, being so out there and being an artist and exploring. And there was times I was living out of my car. There was times I had zero money. I mean, I was just really one of those spiritual hippie vibes artists trying to figure out how to find my way in the world. And at that time there wasn't the internet, there wasn't social media, and this was back in my 20s whatever. Anyways, the point was, it was a while ago. And I didn't know how to friggin' be here on this earth plane. And I really actually struggled until my 40s. And even though I did have success, even though I did find my way in through lots of manifestation and lots of things, I did find my way in the corporate world. I really didn't understand how to live here in this world until I found out I was a splenic projector in human design. So I see we have Odette. Hello, splenic manifester. So we have a splenic manifester. Do you know your type? Those of you listening in or those of you on the replay, let me know. Hello. Hey, Vicki. Yay, you're here. Awesome. So let me know in the chat, what is your type? And I know that when I began my experiment, okay, what do you need?
Keys.
To the car?
Yep.
Sorry, Davidian needs the keys. It's in my purse in the front zipper pocket. As you can see, this live is a little last minute, but the reason why I'm doing this last minute live is human design changed my life. And you guys are all wondering, what are we doing with this codon? What's happening? What the frigging thing are you guys teaching? What are you doing? I love you.
So sorry.
It's okay.
I only have these keys.
No, they're in there. Splenic manifester. I know, that is cool, right? I actually do know a lot of splenic manifestors. So it's really distracting having Davidian.
I'm so sorry. The keys are in here.
They actually are in there. Okay, well, now I just lost my, if they're not in there, sorry, you guys.
Okay, I don't know what to say. So sorry about that. I'm now.
Human design saved your life too? You were about to say that? Oh, we're bum. Still can't find them. Okay, so you're gonna have to check in. Did you check my full purse?
Yeah, let me check your full.
Sorry, you guys. Does it ever happen to you when your partner can't find the keys? Does that ever happen to you guys? That's what's happening here. Let's pull up Lauren's chat. This is what happens when you do last minute lives.
Full purse.
Human design changed my life too as well. Could it possibly be in the car? Could I have left the keys in the car?
Where would you put them? I'll just. I don't know.
Check my jacket.
Where's that?
Hanging up. Hey, honey.
They're in your jacket. I love you. Bye.
Bye. He found them. They're in my jacket. All right. I wish I had I need to have a calming element. I wish I had, a little glass of wine, but I'm going to do my green juice instead. Go grab your tea. Go grab your green juice. We're getting into it tonight. Friday night. We're getting into it. All right. Emotional manifesting generator. Hi, Barbara. I found out, at least so far, manifestors become suicidal before finding human design, almost like as if it's, oh, really? I know it's hard being a manifester. Very hard if you don't know human design. So the same thing happened to me. I was very stressed in being a projector, and I was trying everything. It was very challenging for me. I was trying to leave my corporate career. I kept initiating and pushing and taking all these courses, spending tens of thousands of dollars on coaching and trying to figure out how I was going to survive because I was so burned out. I was so frazzled. And I really did not know how I was going to survive this life. When I came to human design, I had literally gotten a promotion with my company. I bought a brick and mortar raw vegan juice bar. I was doing so much that I would come home and start crying. I was just so tired. And I quit my corporate career, and I had invested my entire life savings, every single penny that I had, into this brick and mortar business, thinking it was going to be passive income so I could take a break. And it was losing money. It was a black hole, just sucking all my money out. It was like, my accountant's like, you're going to lose it all. You're going to lose your house. You're going to lose your car. You're going to lose all your savings. You're going to lose the store. You're going to lose everything. I can't tell you the level of pain and stress that I had during that time. But I kept listening to these human design videos. John Martin, Davidian turned me on to it. And my accountant said, if you don't wake up at 4 a.m. and get into that store and watch every single penny and watch every single one of your 20-something employees, everything they do, and close the store, you're going to lose it all. And I was like, I don't effing care. I've slept in my car before. I've been penniless before. It's a little harder in your 40s than in your 20s, but I didn't care. I couldn't. I was in so much pain. I was crying. My whole soul was aching. And so I just said, God, angels, whatever, all my guides, I'm going to try this human design experiment. Because I had heard literally the night before, if you're a projector and you really take this on and you live your design, you'll have the money you need. You'll have everything you need to live correctly as yourself. So I woke up the next morning and slept in. I slept all day. Yeah, I was stressed. Oh boy, was I friggin' stressed. But I was friggin' exhausted, and I was like, I'm gonna let the chips fall where they may. If I lose it all, I lose it all. That's where I was at. Thank God at the very last hour. Now, this didn't happen overnight, but at the last hour, I was able to sell that juice bar and get a little bit of money back so that I could have a buffer while I figured out what I was going to do. And what I did during that time is, because I had let it all go, my soul went into a frequency of abundance because I made a choice, not out of desperation, not out of lack. I made a choice out of abundance, and my whole soul opened up, and I didn't just try and, I said, I'm going to study this human design thing. And even though I didn't have a job, I didn't have any money coming in, I didn't nickel and dime my friggin' teachers. I mean, it was hard to invest, is what I'm saying. And I get it. Sometimes it's hard to invest. We think we should get all this information for free. But the fact is I paid a lot of money, because when I realized that when I gave, I received back. When I gave, I really embodied this information, and I invested what I had to learning this stuff. And I also invested into the experiment. And I went into a place of abundance, even though I had no idea how to make money. I had no idea what my business was going to be. I had no idea what I was going to do next. And I had a lot of days where I was crying all day long. Now I barely ever cry because I've totally deconditioned my emotional solar plexus. But man, when you're frigging undefined and you don't know how to be emotionally, your emotional system's out of control. So this now has been quite a while ago since I was experimenting with my design. And I have, since that time now, I hadn't, when I sold the store, I had enough money to kind of survive, but I was $100,000 in debt. And yet I still knew I needed to invest in my growth. I knew I needed to be in like the power and the boss frequency of an entrepreneur and not go into victim, even though, I was $100,000 in debt, and there was a lot of problems. My manager had stolen from me. The guy who sold me the business lied to me. I mean, I could have very easily gone into victim, victim, victim. But I chose to go into empowerment, and I chose to study, and I chose to be a freaking warrior, and I chose to step into the abundance. My life has now been this powerful display of sleeping in. I didn't even know I was nocturnal at that time. I just knew I was freaking tired and I needed to sleep a lot. And that's the first thing you learn as a projector. So I just let myself sleep. And then I said, well, I got to make some money. So I think I'm going to initiate this business, right? And sure enough, I was like, I'm going to study the information, but I'm not really going to worry about the business because I got to make some money. So I started initiating, like, when your mind's like, just go out there and make a little money, go initiate. And then I discovered what bitterness really was. I discovered the level of bitterness that when you come to this information and you don't live it, rest assured, you're going to experience your not self theme. Sorry. My dog. All right. So if human design has changed your life, please type in human design saved my life. Please type it in, because the first thing you begin to realize is once you come to this information, if you don't live it, you're going to experience your not self theme to a very extreme degree. Well, I want you to understand that after studying this stuff and after really exploring, there are a lot of different not self themes. There's a lot of different not self themes. And when we came to the dream rave, and I'm going to call out all my students, Lauren, Vicki, Lucille. I saw Lucille here. Everybody who has done my courses with me, this is the laboratory. This is when you really get to go deep. You get to invest in yourself. You get to go to those deeper levels. And we discovered in the Dream Rave course these codons. And Vicki, who's here on this class, and who's here on the live, and I think she just did a cool chat, discovered that codons will also not just show you your deepest level of not self theme, which, by the way, is in the Dream Rave. Now, if human design saved your life, I'm going to ask you guys right now if you wouldn't mind doing a little share. If you know somebody who's going to learn from this information, if you guys tag me or you share, this weekend we are going to do a pull for a $555 credit to our store for anybody who shares today. Okay, you can tag me, you can share. Obviously, right now, because this is last minute, I am not going to be able to have my team check it, but my team is going to, by Monday, we're going to give you a $555 credit for anybody who shares and tags us. This is how we as projectors grow our business, is when people recognize us and go, oh my God, this is really important information. So if anybody feels the need to share, this is how we grow. This is how we can expand. When you share, you're going to go into a drawing. We're going to pull one person for a $555 credit. Okay? So in the dream rave, we began to discover there's another level of not self theme that's deeper and more profound than just the bitterness, just the frustration, the anger. There's something more. So you can share on Facebook or tag us on Instagram. And so, yes, if you share on Facebook or you tag us on Instagram, or you can, either one, we will find it and just put in we shared, and we're going to do a drawing this weekend. Thank you. I love you all. Thank you guys for sharing. So there is a deeper not self theme that comes from the dream rave. The deeper not self theme is from, you can't tag. Okay. If you guys, I think you can tag on Instagram, but this isn't on Instagram. So if you guys, if you can just share, we would greatly appreciate it. If you are listening to the replay and you want to just do a shout out on Instagram and do like a little tag, or you want to share something, anywhere we see a tag or a share, I know what else. If there is somebody that let me put it like this. If there's somebody that you think would like this, you can tag them in the comments. So like if you have a friend that you think might want to hear this, just tag them in the comments, and it kind of spreads the word. So if you know a projector that's like suffering right now, tag them in the comments, and anybody you tag, or if you tag us, or if you share, we're going to be searching this weekend. We're going to do a draw before our class on Monday for 555 credit to our store. And that's because some of you guys have already signed up for this class, and you still have an opportunity to win a 555 credit to the store if you've already signed up for our class. So we're going to give you an opportunity if you want to use it for the class. If you win, you can, or you can use it towards something in our store if you've already signed up for the class. And we really do want to encourage you guys to help us spread the word. Okay, so I want to go back to this not self theme. So if you guys have been experimenting, please let me know in the chat if you have felt your not self theme. So for projectors, it's bitterness. For generators, it's the frustration. Manifestors, it's the anger, right? Reflectors, it's a disappointment. And manifesting generators, you got a little anger and frustration. So let me know in the chat. Now, this not self theme is far more extreme when you know human design. So you come to human design, you'll get away with it for a while. But when you start to really study this stuff, the first thing, maybe you've been studying it for a couple years, and then you really realize you're not living your strategy, you are going to have extreme levels of bitterness. Thank you, Lucille. Thank you for sharing. So, the not self theme amplifies in the dream rave. But here's the kicker. Okay? The kicker is you don't know where it is in your waking chart. So when you're dreaming, you're being conditioned by the matrix to do all the things against what you should be doing in order to have a life that you love. So you're dreaming, and you may wake up and you don't even remember your dream, but you're conditioned to activate in the wrong direction. Okay? So you're conditioned to activate in the wrong direction, in the wrong way, and that creates the greatest weakness, what we call your Achilles heel in your human design chart, your greatest weakness. And then what Vicki began to notice, wow, wouldn't that, when we start looking at the codons and we see the amino acids, which is correlating to your DNA code, wouldn't that kind of lean on your greatest weakness? Wouldn't your greatest weakness, doesn't the bitterness cause illness? Don't you get ill if you're a projector and you overwork? This greatest weakness is shown in the frigging codons in your body, the proteins, the amino acids, and it's showing you where you might potentially fall prey to illness in your body. This is a whole new discovery that no one else is talking about. I have had I don't know, maybe 30 or 40 people reach out to me to ask me questions about this class and why it's so important to join in on Monday. Well, this is a very small level of investment. The amount of energy and time and investment that I have put in, Lauren's put in, Vicki's put in order to bring forward this level of laboratory. The laboratory, meaning when you get people to read your charts, you get people to assist you in understanding where these illnesses might occur. You get information that no other teacher is going to be able to give to your students. If you're a healer, you're going to get things that no one else is bringing forward. So it's basically creating a level of knowledge that is beyond what anyone is doing right now. And it's a really, really small investment for what we're giving back. So some of the questions that I've been getting about this health healing and the new evolution of human design and this course that's happening on Monday is, what is the practical application? Okay, what is the practical application of learning about the codons and learning about the greatest weakness and your Achilles heel and learning how that applies in your chart? Yes, it's true that sometimes this information can feel like it's a little above people's heads because we're talking about, it's above mine. Like, I am not, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a health practitioner. And Vicki, even though she says she's not a doctor, she explains it really well, way better than I do. My tongue gets tied around this, but she really has a way of explaining it, and Vicki's going to argue with me, but that's why you can't argue with me right now. She has a way of really breaking it down where you're going to really understand where these proteins are in the DNA and why it's such an obvious no-brainer thing that no one else is seeing. And I guarantee you in the next 2 or 3 years, everyone's going to come out with this in human design, because it is a profound insight. And all Ra did was bring these elements together, the I Ching, the chakra system, and he brought them together in a new way. This is just bringing one more element, the proteins, the amino acids, and seeing when you're lacking these proteins and amino acids, what illnesses is caused. So if you have a greatest weakness in your chart, you're going to see these not self themes, and then it's going to obviously, after years and years of living in your not self, you're going to maybe go down the path of illness. So welcome, Nancy. Hi, Nancy. Hi, everybody who's jumping on, and thank you for sharing. We really appreciate it. So what this is doing, it's showing the precursor of illness that you can begin to shift away from. It's showing your clients things that you can bring for healing modalities. It's something, reports you can bring to your doctors. More and more people are testing for the amino acids and what's going on with the weaknesses within your what's going on in your body. So this is the laboratory where new things are being born. This is the laboratory where new discoveries are being had. So if you're on the fence of this course and you're like, I don't really know, should I make this level of investment or not? Here's the thing I want to say to you. If your inner authority is giving you a yes, it's your time to jump in. It's your time to jump in. If you're like, but my mind is like, I don't have the money and I'm this and I'm that, I am telling you that it's the universe way of telling you if you're getting if you're getting a no, you're getting a no. Okay, you're getting a no. There's nothing you can do. If you're getting a no, you're getting a no. And and look, here's the thing. I still love you and we still have a ton of free videos. Okay? But if you're getting a yes, it's your time to jump in to this foundation pilot group that's building the knowledge. That is literally the first group to bring this out to the world. The first group to be able to help heal, to be able to give the knowledge to the healers, to be able to put it into your own life, to be able to begin this process of mutating the information. It is for those people that their inner authority is, I'm having a calling, I'm a leader in this, and I need to jump in and I need to invest in this. The investment is quite small considering what you're getting. You're going to get private work from me and from Vicki, and Lauren is here to assist us and hold the frequency. She's going to be in the classes. She is amazing. Vicki is the one who spotted this, and I am going to help hold and support each one of you as well. This is like everyone's interested, but when it's the very beginning, the new, right? The very, very first thing, the very new piece of information, everyone's a little bit nervous to jump in. And I get it. I get it. But you guys, this is so exciting. Your human design chart is going to help be a precursor to discover illness in the body. Everyone's going to be onto this by the next 2 years, I promise you. But if you're feeling the inner authority, yes, and this is something you know you need to do, I'm going to invite you to join in. We're going to start Monday at 2:30. And I'm going to be on my email answering questions. If you guys have any questions now, type them in the chat. If anybody is listening to the replay and you have questions about it, type it in the chat. So I want to give you guys a little heads up. Vicki is going to be doing a report. She's helping each one of you kind of understand what's going on in your chart, trying to help look at the precursors. We're going to be doing this frequency of health. We're going to show you where we found this in the chart, help you understand your dream rave, the most important pieces of the dream rave. I'm going to do a little bit of video on your PHS so you know how to eat correctly in order to align to the frequency of health. We are starting on Monday at 2:30, so you still have time to jump in. And The practical applications of this are beyond. You're going to be able to bring this out to your clients right away. You're going to be able to use this as a healing modality. You're going to be able to use this if you're reading human design or if you're struggling in your life. It's a really, really important, powerful piece to the puzzle. So, my team is going to be around all weekend getting ready for the draw. We will inform you on Monday about the 555 draw. If you shared, we're going to, and this is just from this recording. If you share, you're going into a drawing, and we will let you know on Monday. We're starting at 2:30. Please make sure that you join in if you're getting an inner authority. Yes, it's a pretty small investment for what you're going to get. And if you need more help deciding, you have more questions, just email me at support@raquelreina.com. You can PM me. You can PM Vicki. You can reach out to Lauren. We're all going to be here to support you. Okay. So I hope to see you guys on Monday in the class. It's only 555, small investment. It's like, this is like getting a private reading from both me and from Vicki and getting this deep dive in this information for $500. It's a no-brainer cost. It's a no-brainer cost. So, I hope I convinced you to join us on Monday. It's going to be well worth it. It's going to blow your mind. It's the most important thing happening in human design, in my opinion. But I know that it's new. And so people are kind of rocky making that leap. So check in with your inner authority. We're here to answer questions. We love you guys. And we hope to see you on Monday at 2:30. Because me and Vicki, Lauren, Kelly. Who else is a yes in here? It's a couple of you. We will be there, leading the way for the new evolution. All right. Have a great weekend, everybody. Love you guys.